When you know who your Father is, you know who you are. When I was growing up, my father was going up through his company, the various promotions, but that meant when I was quite young, he was at a lower rung. And there was a lot of income and a lot of extra pennies to rub together in the house, and so we did what maybe a lot of you do. When we took vacations, we didn't stay in the finest hotels. We went with a station wagon full of camping gear from state park to state park to state park going cross-country. And that means also we didn't eat in the finest restaurants either. I mean, a typical meal at lunchtime was stopping at a roadside park and having peanut butter and jelly. And I can remember one particular occasion where we pulled off the road, and there's a little campsite there, picnic tables beside a lake. And my mom and dad got busy fixing the peanut butter and jelly, and my dad had some commands for the children. He said, now, kids, listen. You can play here by the table, or you can play on the grass over by the lake. You play wherever you want. Except I don't want you to get on the dam that makes this lake. Now look at that dam. It's reinforced with jagged and sharp concrete blocks. Now, you can play wherever you want. You can play by the picnic table, you can play on the grass, you can play over by, you just play wherever you want, but stay off the dam. Do you hear me? Stay off the dam. Where'd we end up? On the dam. I don't remember why anymore. If it was a runaway frisbee or baseball, I don't remember, but I know where we ended up. And my father's words proved prophetic. My brother Gordon fell, damaged his knee very badly, cutting it very seriously, so much so that he could not move that leg. And I can remember still, like it was yesterday, when we began to call for my father. And he turned away from the peanut butter and jelly and looked and saw where we were. And the white-hot anger that came into his face, that changed almost immediately when he saw that someone was hurt, and he came running. I can remember him getting down in the mud and the muck that was at the water's edge so he could get down close to my brother and crush him against my father's chest to immobilize the knee. And then we all went running for the car and then off to the hospital. And I can still remember so vividly, though it was decades ago, my father coming out of the emergency room doors, now covered in blood and mud, and saying to us, "He'll be okay. Gordon will be okay." And I think why it is so vivid to me, not merely because of the graphicness of the image, but I still remember it so clearly because of what I learned about myself that day. I learned that I was the child of a father who would give commands for his own children's safety, but when they broke it, he would still come running, and he would cover himself in filth and blood, all so he could claim that child and that child's safety. I was the child of such a father. And so are you.